So we are starting right away with number 1 for the WASSCE 2023 Integrated Science. Which of the following symptoms is an indication of fungal infection in vegetable nursery? A. Wilting of leaves. B. Swelling of stems. C. Rotting of stems. D. Curling of leaves. And the answer is A. Wilting of leaves. Question 2. Which of the following statements about an atom is correct? A. Proton outnumber electrons in a neutral atom. B. The L shell is closest to the nucleus. C. Neutrons are found in the nucleus. D. The atomic number is greater than the mass number. Now kindly take note that I'm going to answer the questions immediately I read them, so you can pause the video and then try to answer and then verify from my answer. And sometimes I do give explanations. So question 2, the answer is C. Neutrons are found in the nucleus. Question number 3, a machine is rated 5.30 watts. How many seconds will it do 212.0 joule of work? A is 4.25 seconds, B is 0.03 seconds, C 40 seconds, and D 25 seconds. So how do we go about this? Formula for power is work done over time taken. And looking at the question, you were giving the power to be 5.30. How do I know that's the power? Because of the unit. And this is your work because it has joule as the unit, 212 over time. So to make time the subject, you're going to have T equals 212 over 5.30, and this is going to give me 40 seconds. So answer for number 3 is C. So question number 4, carbon dioxide is used to extinguish fires because carbon dioxide is used to extinguish fires because A is fully oxidized, B occurs naturally, C is heavier than air, D is a reducing agent. And the answer to question 4 is C, is heavier than air. So when you put it on fire, it's able to put out the fire. Question number 5, a deep litter measuring 45.0 meters by 2.5 meters is stocked at a rate of 1 bed per 0.25 meters squared. Determine the number of beds stocked. This is a calculation question. There's no specific topic in integrated science where you find this. It's your mathematics that will help you do this. So this over here, multiplying this will give us an area, and this area would be divided by this to know the number of beds. So we are going to multiply 45 by 2.2, and doing this calculation we are going to have 45 multiplied by 2.2. we are going to have 99 meters squared. And what I will do is I will divide, since this is the total area, divide by 0.25, and 99 divided by 0.25 is giving me 396. So my 5 is B, 396 beds. Number 6, an athlete weighs 750 Newton. Determine the athlete's mass. Weight equals mass times gravity, acceleration due to gravity. So I have the weight to be what, 750, and acceleration due to gravity is 10 m. So all I will do is divide both sides by 10. Divide both sides by 10. So I end up with 75 kilogram. So number 6 is C. Number 7, a child has a fever, runny nose, red sore eyes, and a rash inside the mouth. Which of the following diseases is the child likely to be suffering from? Now I want you to act like a doctor, and looking at these symptoms, the answer is B, measles. Number 8, an example of a leafy vegetable is cabbage, bean, okra, and carrot, and it's cabbage. Number 8. Number 9, it is compulsory to wear goggles when handling substances that A, are poisonous, B, are corrosive, C, are highly flammable, D, emit spark. And the answer is D, emit spark. So let's move on to question 10. Excess amino acid in the body undergo the process of A. Digestion. B. Detoxification. C. Deamination. D. Osmosis. Question number 10. The answer is C. Deamination. That is removal of excess amino acids. Question number 11. An electric heater rated 60 watts is connected to 240 volt main. Determine the current in the filament. Now with this question as well, know that power equals current times potential difference. And in this question, we are given the power, which is what, 60 watts, equals, if you are given the potential difference to be 240 I. Divide both sides by 240. Divide both sides by, 240. So 60 divided by 240. We are getting 0.25. So question 11 is A, 0.25 ampere. Question number 12. Which of the following statements about sea breeze is or are correct? It occurs during the night. It occurs during the day. It blows towards the sea. Question number 12. For sea breeze, the answer is A, which is II only. So the answer is B. Question number 13. The nutrient required in large quantities by leafy vegetables is A. Nitrogen, B. Calcium, C. Potassium, D. Phosphorus. The answer to question 13 is A. Nitrogen. Question 14. The most effective way of controlling lice on fowls is by A. Spraying, B. Dipping, C. Dusting, D. Drenching. And question number 14. The answer is B. Dipping. Question number 15. In the vacuum flask, the vacuum between the polished walls minimizes heat transfer by. So we have conduction, radiation, and then convection. And looking at the question number 15, the answer is radiation and then convection. So the answer is B. Question number 16. Which of the following blood groups in humans does not contain antigen? The answer is B. Question number 17. Which of the following diseases is caused by vitamin deficiency? We have night blindness, hypertension, tuberculosis, and dysentery. And looking at all of them. Question number 17. Lack of vitamin A. Question number 18. The normal period for human pregnancy is 52 weeks, 32 weeks, 28 weeks, 40 weeks. Question number 18. The answer is D, 40 weeks. Question number 19. Which of the following pairs of crops is grown for their roots? Pairs of crops grown for their roots: cocoyam and onion, cassava and carrot, carrot and shallot, cocoyam and shallot. Question number 19, the answer is B, cassava and carrot. Question number 20. The presence of methane and carbon dioxide in the air is the main cause of A. Global warming, B. High and low tides, C. Movement of air masses, D. Thunderstorm. And the answer to question number 20 is A. Global warming. Question number 21. Sickle cell anemia is an example of A. Sex linkage, B. Blood grouping, C. Multiple alleles, D. Partial dominance. The answer to this question is C. Multiple alleles. Question number 22. Which of the following statements are correct about semiconductors? They are used to make transistors. They do not obey Ohm's law. They are group 4 elements. Question number 22. The answer is I and I. So the answer is B. Question number 23. An example of a simple machine is A. Sewing machine, B. Bicycle, C. Wheel and axle, D. Car. And question number 23. The answer is C. Wheel and axle. Question number 24. During digestion, running in the stomach, A. provides acidic medium, B. Emulsifies fat. C. Coagulates milk protein. D. Digests carbohydrates. And the answer to question 4 is C. It coagulates milk protein. Question number 25. It is more advantageous to use solar energy than fossil fuel energy because A. Fossil fuel energy is reliable. B. Solar energy causes pollution. C. Fossil fuel produces carbon dioxide. D. Solar energy is renewable. The answer to question 5 is D. Solar energy is renewable. 26. The protoplasm of a cell is made up of A. Cytoplasm and vacuole. B. Nucleus and vacuole. C. Cytoplasm and nucleus. D. Mitochondria and cell membrane. The answer to question 26 is C. Cytoplasm and nucleus. Question number 27. So the following deductions cannot be made from the symbol C with a mass number of 12, and this is the proton number or atomic number. Okay, so it says A. Mass number of the element. B. Atomic number of the element. C. Number of neutrons. D. Relative atomic mass. The answer to question 27 is D. Relative atomic mass. Question 28. The size of the pupil is controlled by A. Iris. B. Conjunctiva. C. Cornea. And D. Lens. The answer to question 28 is A. Iris. So we move on to question 29. Which of the following conditions could cause aflatoxins in granites? So A. We have growing granite in poor soils. B. Infection of granite plants by rosette disease. C. Excessive treatment of harvested pods with chemicals. D. Storage of pods of granite in humid conditions. So the answer to question 29 is D. Storage of pods of granite in humid conditions. Question 30. Crop residue left on farms to conserve soil moisture are referred to as A. Waste material. B. Stable mulch. C. Hay. D. Silage. The answer to question 30 is B. Stable mulch. Question 31. A body is more stable when its center of gravity is A. At the center. B. At its top. C. Outside the body. D. Close to the ground. Question 31 is A. At the center. 32. Ash from burnt plants is widely used in Ghana. A. As bleaching powder for preparing soap. C. For preparing salt. D. For improving soil texture. And the answer to question 32 is B. For preparing soap. We move on to question 33. The principle of flotation states that A. A floating body displaces its own weight of the fluid in which it floats. B. A floating body experiences an upward force equals to its weight. C. A body immersed in the fluid does not displace the fluid. D. The upthrust on a floating body exceeds the body's weight. And the answer to question 33 is B. Floating body experiences an upward force equal to its weight. Question 34. Which of the following materials is magnetic? We have platinum, brass, cobalt, and aluminium. The answer is C. Cobalt. Question 35. Biogas is produced from A. Anaerobic fermentation of organic waste. B. Aerobic fermentation of organic waste. C. Aerobic fermentation of inorganic waste. D. Anaerobic fermentation of inorganic waste. A. Anaerobic fermentation of organic waste. Question 36. The practice whereby shade is gradually removed from seedlings before transplanting is referred to as B. Hardening off. So we have rouging, hardening off, thinning, and then shading off. It's hardening. You want the seedling to be hardened. Question 37. The substance formed when carbon dioxide is bubbled through lime water for a long time is A. You have calcium hydrogen carbonate. you have sodium carbonate, you have sodium hydrogen carbonate, and you have calcium carbonate. So question number 37, take note that the names I mentioned are common names, not the IUPAC names. Question number 37, the answer is D. Question number 38, one advantage of weaning lambs early is that weaning is separating the younger ruminant from its mother. So rams are not able to mate with the ewes easily. B, ewes come to heat within a short period. C, lambs become sexually matured easily. D, mothers grow faster. Question number 38, the answer is B. Ewes come on heat within a short period. Question number 39, the manufacture of plastics involves the scientific process known as A, crystallization, B, fermentation, C, vulcanization, D, polymerization. Question number 39, the answer is D, polymerization. Question number 40, a solution contains 5.3 grams of sodium triiosocarbonate 4 per dm cube. Determine its molarity. So the mass is 5.3 grams and the molar mass is 106 gram per mole. So we need C equals N over V. That's mole per dm cube. But we have to find N. So to find N, which is the amount of substance, this mass over molar mass, and the mass over here is 5.3, and the molar mass is 106 gram per mole. So we are going to end up with amounts of substance of 0.05 moles. Now from here, this is per dm cube, so per 1 dm cube. So C equals 0.05 over 1, which is going to give us B as the final answer. So number 40 is B. Number 41, the energy output of a system is 40 joule and efficiency is 60%. Determine the energy input of the system. So efficiency equals the energy output will be on top, then the energy input will be below, times 100. So efficiency is 60 equals the output is 40 over, let's represent the input with X, times 100. So we're going to end up with 60 equals 4,000 over X. So we are going to end up with 4,000 divided by 60. So X equals 4,000 over 60. So we'll end up with 4,000 divided by 60 is giving us 66.67, which is B. Question 42. Which of the following factors contribute to tidal waves experienced on the sea? I, the gravitational force of the sun and moon on the sea. I, centripetal force created by the rotation of the earth around its axis. I, occurrence of cyclones. 42. So the answer is all of them. So the answer is C. They are all right. 43. Myopia is an eye defect that makes a sufferer to A, feel dizzy continuously, B, view far away objects but not near objects, C, view normally, D, view near objects but not far away objects. So question 43 is D. So we are getting closer to the final lap of the questions. Question 44. A quantity of sodium chloride was dissolved in 100 cm cube of solution to obtain 0.50 mole per dm cube. Solution. Calculate the mass of NaCl used. The volume is 100 cm cube, which is equal to 1 dm cube. Sorry, 0.1 dm cube. So we also have molar concentration of 0.5 mole per dm cube. Then you have your molar mass to be 58.5 gram per mole. So that's the information you have from the question. Now to get the mass, this is the formula we are supposed to use to get a mass over molar mass. But we've been giving the molar concentration to be 0.5, which is amount of substance over volume. So we have your molar concentration 0.5 equals N over volume, which is 0.1. So we are finding the amount of substance. So N equals multiply, we are going to have 0.05. So after 0.05, we are also going to have substitution into this formula. So we are going to have 0.05 equals the mass over the molar mass, which is 58.5. So we are going to end up having 2.93 grams after doing the multiplication. So our answer is C. Question number 45. The weather on Earth is determined by changes in temperature, pressure, and winds that take place in the we have thermosphere, we have stratosphere, we have mesosphere, we have troposphere. Question 45, the answer is D, troposphere. Then question 46, the farmer planted 2,400 cartons of cassava, of which 85% survived grasscutter invasion. Determine the number of plants that were destroyed. So this one, this is how it's going to be. 85 equals the number that was destroyed, which is, let's say, x over 2400 times 100. So going through the calculation, we are going to have 85 equals 100x over 2400. So we'll end up having 85 times 2400 over 100. And we'll do a multiplication and cancellation and everything. We're going to end up with 2040, and that's what I think the D was going for, but it didn't appear well. So question 47. Which of the following statements about wind are correct? Wind are correct. I. This is an air mass. It moves from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. It moves from an area of low pressure to an area of high pressure. And question 47 is D. The answer is I and I. So we move on to question 48. Given that the Avogadro's constant is 6.02 times 10 exponent 23, determine the number of atoms in 0.01 mole of aluminum metal. So we're looking for the number of atoms, capital N, equals amount of substance times Avogadro's constant. So we have 0.01 times 6.02 times 10 exponent 23. So we'll end up with B. Question 49. Which of the following combinations of elements do all carbohydrates contain? all carbohydrates contain, looking at A, B, C, and then D, all carbohydrates contain D, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. And the last question, sets are planting materials used for cultivation of, sets are used in the cultivation of yam. So the answer is D.